pen. So what do you do with it?
Well, this pen's important.
Hello, my name is Hannah Erickson.
I'm queer, so that impacts me. Most of my models, and this has been not necessarily conscious always, but almost all the models I work with are queer, which is dope. I think that because there's also a framework for how a queer person should look and dress, there's a lot less like unspoken rules, or like there's a lot of really loudly spoken rules, but there's also a lot of freedom within queer spaces to just show up and look like you. It'd be so bizarre to like make a piece of clothing for a gender to me. Like my models will switch their clothes. They're not for anyone except who's wearing them, which isn't so much of a philosophy I put forth going into design, but is just something I realized I was doing, you know, because that's really important to me. I had to make them pretty custom for my first show. And my second show, I guess I did them custom to an extent, but a lot of my models already had patterns for it, so that would still make them custom. Custom. Well, I would say that my process is not often the same ever again. But I try to be in the same headspace when I'm creating as when I'm interacting with everything else in my life. It's important to be using my mind towards creation whenever I'm doing anything. Like it's when I'm alone and something just clicked and I figured out how to make something way better, or I have an idea and I'm excited about making it. Like that's it. That's the moment for me. And in that moment, there's nobody. So and that's when the idea takes form. Like I realized recently that I've made two collections out of Fashion Week. And the first one I loved, I was really proud of it. And the second one, I felt really empty after I finished. And a big part of that for me is that somewhere between my first and second collection, I realized what the difference between painting and design was. And as soon as I'd compartmentalized that design is like I'm doing clothing design, I was making clothes, you know, which isn't what I meant to do. I never wanted to be a clothing designer. I still don't want to be a clothing designer. I'm just trying to create emotional pieces, and whatever form those come in is what I'm doing. That's what I want to say. Red, green, and black, and this pen has all three of those.